Rise and shine, Chucketeers! Coming to you on YouTube, it's time once again for the Cluckin Crew Podcast! With your hosts, series creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, lead director, storyboard artist, and compositor, Elias Levine, and art director, lead character designer, and lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra! Join us for animation news, behind-the-scenes info on the series, special guests, audience interactive events, and much more. And now, on with the show!
Welcome back, folks! This is our character breakdown of Chucky Chicken, Films of a Feather. If you're just joining us, welcome back to the show. And for those of you who have been watching us live, thank you for your patience. I hope you've been enjoying this version of the show. I know it is quite a bit different, but I promise you, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun doing this, doing it this way. All right, next character, gang. Who are we talking about?
Let's talk about classic character, Philip.
Tommy Turkey, good idea. All right, so good old Tommy Turkey, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He is one of the original characters of the show. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you the first incarnation of this old bean here.
The amount of inside jokes of this character is ridiculous, and I can't say any of the inside jokes on the stream.
So this was the original version of Tommy Turkey as he appeared in 2008. He was so Tommy was based off of my father, Tom Cook. I named him after my dad and my late grandpa, and my dad always said, you know, draw buff characters, like make them strong. Like I want to see muscles. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that for Tommy. I'm going to make him, I'm going to give him, because every character that was tough had that, I call it the reverse goalpost stand.
Yeah.
You know? Like the Popeye anchor arms. And, yep. And he had the derby hat and the scowl, and that was Tommy Turkey. He was originally voiced by a professor in college by the name of Frank Acton. If you're watching this, Uncle Frank, we love you. And shout out to all of my folks from the Illinois Institute of Art in Schaumburg. Ilis, woo! R.I.P. Ilis. He was originally... So when I created the show, he was the landlord of everyone who lived in the barnyard. And he owned the Tommy Turkey, the Tommy Turkey apartment coupes, and he would walk around with the newspaper, delivering the mail, and just checking in on everybody. And Tommy rented out to Chucky and Louie in one apartment. In the middle apartment was Chelsai, then named Helen Hen, and her Mama Chicken. And in apartment number 3, because there were only 3 rooms in this particular coop, were the Badgers, Barry and Bernie. Actually, no, it was just Barry, because we had killed off Bernie. That's why he hated Freddy so much. Because again...
Freddy killed Bernie?
Yeah, because again, Freddy was like trying to eat everybody, so he got Bernie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Canon Freddy E.
Well, he used to. You're gonna need another $50 this month. Real shame if something happened to your water pressure. We actually did an improv of Tommy actually owning his luxury coupe with Mike Pollock as... Oh, so yeah. I'll get to that in a second. So the character evolved a little bit more. Here's another cool version of classic Tommy here with the newspaper, so I wasn't just blowing smoke. And I had this weird thing where I gave the characters 3 toes.
Yeah, ugh. I'm not a fan of the 3-toed era.
Yeah, so we're not talking about the 3 toes anymore. So he went ahead and he had a little bit of an update, and we made him a little bit chunkier. Let me see if I can find a good version of... here we go. Well, this one's black and white, but there he is, Tommy Turkey. Again, very much inspired by Pig Lake Pete, Foghorn Leghorn. I wanted him to be very rough and tough, and those characters to me are rough, and he was supposed to be the gentle giant. Here's another fun picture of him with very I was great with colors back then. Let me tell you, look at this. This mwah, beauty.
You missed a spot.
I did! Oh no! Oh no! That's forever too. Oh no!
Live on YouTube.com.
Oh god. Anyway,
why does his left side look bulgy?
Because I was not a good artist back then, and I didn't understand perspective.
Yeah, if you remove that like one line going down, it'd be just like man got tum tum.
Yeah. So I tried to do something different with Tommy, and I tried to make him look like an actual turkey. That was a mistake.
Oh.
That was very much a mistake. That was horrible.
We don't talk about those.
We don't talk about this. No, we don't. So then I did a very quick about face and went ahead and made this version of Tommy that wore pants for some reason.
Well, he wears pants now.
He does. You're right. So he wore shorts. I don't understand why. I did try it without pants. It kind of looked better. Just sort of, kind of. But anyway, it was around this time that I was looking for a new voice for Tommy, and I reached out. I had interviewed Mike Pollock when I was in college, so I reached out to him again, and he was a very, very sweet, and he agreed to do it. He said he was going to do 5 lines, and he did, and it was for The Barn Dance, which was a cartoon that I never finished because an ex of mine voiced Chelsai. We redesigned her and made her look more like my ex-girlfriend. Word to the wise, never design a leading lady around a girlfriend unless you're going to marry them. If you don't have a ring, don't, because if you... Chucky almost died because like it was horrible. But anyway.
Now I got a
pro tip.
Yeah.
Go find a ring real quick. I'll be right back.
So, but then eventually we went ahead and we updated the character. This was one of the last versions that I helped like totally design. Again, I wanted to actually make him a bad guy at one point, and this was sort of the look that we went. It was pretty close. But then Tino came in and was like, hold my beer, and like helped redesign. Let me see if I can actually find the concept art here that Tino did, because it's really, really cool what he did. So here we go. Found it. So I asked Tino to go ahead and draw the characters in his version, and he did a pretty good start, right? But then he did this version of Tommy, and I was like, oh my lord, that's a chunky fella. We got to use him. And so we redesigned Tommy around his version of the character. I think it turned out really well.
Yeah,
yeah.
Man,
it's kind of the version we've been using since.
Right.
Man built like the lips tool.
So again, Brian Finley came and did this really amazing render of the character, gave him pinstripe pants, and just really kind of perfected the look of the overall geometry of the character. He's pretty much the same from the face down in the geometry. But then when we were putting him into the world of the 1930s, Elias here busted out his book of all these awesome character costumes and designs from the 30s, and bada boom, bada bing, we got the old bird that we have today.
Yeah,
which is pretty rad.
Smoking is bad. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he smokes a cigar. He's not getting rid of it. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Like Stogie stays. So Tommy is very old school. He is, he's a product of the last the last century, born in the 1880s, grew up in the teens, got through the First World War, grew up as a song plugger, which back in those days was basically you played your ukulele and you performed a song in a little shop. That's how you got money back then. It was before radio and before all this other, technological stuff. And then eventually he fell in love with the idea of the motion pictures. And along with his wife Sylvia and his sister Teresa, they formed Tough Cluck. They formed Tough Cluck Studios in 1924 and started making movies since. And actually, when we see Tommy for the first time, he actually looks kind of like his old self. I wanted to bring back the older design of Tommy when he was slim and trim. So, yeah, that's kind of what we did, which is really great. Some instances occur if you've watched the older streams and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we'll save that for another stream, another breakdown. And he falls into this depression and things happen at the studio that aren't exactly the best, and it's kind of sad. And but hopefully things will get better.
Yeah.
So we love Tommy. Tommy is
Tommy easily one of the crew favorites.
Yes. What about you guys? What do you think of the old bird?
I like the chonk. I like to think that as life went on for him, because happiness makes you fat, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just like Tommy, you got any words to say about your weight right now? This isn't weight. This is happiness. It's just I got a lot of it.
Well, maybe he hides it well. Well, yeah. Well, you'll see later in the series Cat Fox. In all the promo stuff, he's not depressed. Like he's a pretty happy guy. Kind of an angry guy.
Has a temper.
He does have a temper. He's that Brooklynite turkey, like he doesn't take prisoners. He is a boss and he's no nonsense, and that's what I think a lot of people love about him. So,
isn't that?
Thank you.
It was a compliment, but all right.
Yeah, I take it all.
Do your health.
Okay. Don't argue. Don't do yelling.
I'm gonna start a fight.
No fighting. Stop.
Fighting?
When mom and dad fight.
Oh my gosh. NGB, Thanksgiving must be awkward with him. We have done a lot of different promos of him celebrating Thanksgiving. Let me see if I can find one of my favorites. He was on merch for a little while too. Here it is. He does not like Thanksgiving. He, because people dress up as turkeys and he just really hates it. So this is probably an accurate depiction of him. Just a cranky guy who doesn't like when people dress up as a turkey, and especially he hated Louie Loon back in the day because Louie would shirk out on the rent and he was always on the hunt for Louie. So I like this picture because it's kind of the culmination of the old lore brought into the modern day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that he's committing murder. So yeah, that's a good old Tommy Turkey. I like I said, I love the character. He is. I like this pose of him too. This is kind of This is a very poignant picture of him. Chelsai would be walking next to him.
Yeah.
In the pose too, but so yeah, that's Tommy. He has been around since the beginning as well, so
a very poignant character in the show.
Yeah.
Best big boy.
Yeah, I guess I got
I think that's about it for Tommy.
That's pretty much, yeah. I mean, like he's such an important character in the show, right? Like, we're gonna grow with him. I will say this: Tommy Turkey really had a lot of lore built into him thanks to Uncle Al. Al actually went and wrote this really amazing treatment for the character, basically breaking down like everything about him, and I thought it was so cool what he did with him. Let me see if I can find a little bit of it and share it with y'all, because it's really special what he did, because he took this character and gave him a heart.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really what we needed to do with him, because I didn't want to just do another Big Bad Pete, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to do something fun. You know, I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to give him a little bit more of a personality, and I wanted him to be, you know, and Al was able to do that. Like, he took the character and just knocked it out of the park. I'm trying to find the thing in question here, so bear with me here. Sorry, going through some stuff for a super secret project that he brought us onto. But anyway, he was the one who said, you know, maybe Tommy is tired of all of the stuff that's been going on throughout the years. Like, he is an old film guy and he's seeing everything in the industry, and it's kind of taken a toll on him. And, you know, maybe it would be best if, like, we went that direction. Like, maybe Chucky comes in and he kind of reminds Tommy of a younger version of himself. And that was super cool. It was a really great take on it. I will find it and I will share it with you later. But yeah, that's kind of what we've done with Tommy Turkey. Gave him this great personality of, like, he's sort of a grizzled soul, right? Because a lot of people, like, he is the perfect example of, like, remembering your why, right? He was the guy where it's like, you know, he had his dream. Life kind of kicked him in the face and brought him to a low point, and now there are people in his life that are trying to make it better. He's still holding on to the past, but he's also kind of trying to make his way into the future. And by the end of the series, you're going to see a pretty dramatic transformation in him. It's going to be very, very cool. And Mike is going to do an amazing job as the character. Like, there really is no other voice that I can think of for Tommy Turkey than Mike Pollock. And I've stuck to the guns with that. And he's been just a consummate professional. We love working with him. He's a very sweet guy. And I'm very excited. Maybe in another stream we can play that little improv that he did as the old school Tommy Turkey with Freddy Fox, Luca Bacon, trying to clean up an apartment building, because I think that would be really fun to just re-listen to and replay. Because we did a couple of those. Happy was there. We did a couple of really fun improv sessions, and and he really added so much to him and really brought the character to life in a way that I don't think anybody else really could have. So, Tommy Turkey and Louie are like Uncle Phil and Jed. I mean, kind of.
Is he gonna take Chucky under his wing?
Leave. Kill me. I'm glad they got your life.
I was faking it.
Oh.
Bro.
Okay.
On that note.
Anyways.
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty obviously fake laugh.
Well, all right. Well, anyway,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. My feelings are so.
Would you rather I lie?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, Elias cut his heart out with a spoon.
Sorry.
Oh,
that laugh might have been a fake, but my snort was real.
that was fantastic. So anyway, for those of you who are not watching this live, thank you for watching, and make sure that you hit that like button if you really enjoyed this. Leave a comment on who you would like to hear us talk about in another stream, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. We go live every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on our YouTube channel. Follow Chucky on all of the social medias. Everything will be linked down below, including a link to our Discord server, which you can join and get to hang out with all of the Chucketeers. That's right, you're called Chucketeers. I love you, so you're taking that name. Anyway, but with all that being said, we got one more, I think, that we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap it up and call it a night. So hang tight, folks.